price, okay, from the item table. Okay, and now execute it. Okay, so the maximum price we are getting is, it is 1002. Okay, and if I want to now rename it, so I can rename it also. But make sure while renaming any of the columns or any of the things, you don't use a keyword, like you don't give a name to the column which is acting as a keyword in SQL. Okay, or which is a clause in SQL. Okay, so I can give the name as maximum, but max word will not do. Okay, then it will throw an error because max is actually a keyword over here. Okay, now execute it. So the maximum value is the 1002. Similarly, you can find for minimum. So try to do it on your own. The keyword used for minimum would be MIN. That is the first three initials of minimum. Okay. And Samantha, you have given a query to me for the order by. See, we can't use two order by or like two similar clauses in a particular statement or in a particular query. Okay. So we need to give a comma and then the name of the second column. Okay, so you are getting the answers as 2. Okay, so this is for the maximum, and now if I want to do it on minimum, so minimum again I want for the retail price only. Okay, and I want to rename this also as minimum. Okay. So here it is, maximum is 1002 and minimum is 2. Okay. Now, this was about maximum and minimum. Now, if I suppose I want to, in this retail price column only, I want to sum up all the prices. Okay, I want to do the sum of all the prices. So, for that, select the keyword used will be the sum. Now I want to sum the retail price. That is again retail underscore price. Okay, then it is also from the table item. So the sum is 25435. Okay, and if you want to rename it also, then you can rename it. So I want to name it as total, because total is not a keyword. If I want to name it as sum, so that would throw an error. Okay, because sum is a keyword in SQL. So my total is 25435. Okay. So you can try this, and you can also try for average, for finding the average. Okay, so for average, the keyword used will be AVG, the first three initials of average. No, not the first three initials, but the keyword used will be AVG. AVG. And you can put the sum under this statement also, right? So suppose say I don't want to write one more query, over here. What I want is in the above query only, I want the sum also. Now execute it. So you will get the maximum, minimum. Oh, I took out the minimum as, okay. Oops, sorry. So this should be here. Okay, so did you all get it for average also? I only see one column at a time. Does mean which one column? Like, are you not able to do for each and everything in a single query? Is it throwing an error message for you, Tasneem? Okay. Can you paste your query in the chat box? Okay, you want to try it on your own? Okay. Samantha, is it throwing some error? Let me check it. Samantha, you have not given the comma, right? Okay, now it would execute. So it's going to execute now. Okay, so the average is 254.35 and the sum is 254.35. That is 25435. Okay, so you need to give a comma between all the things as I have done over here in the maximum, minimum. Okay, so done with this thing. Sum, average, minimum, maximum, distinct, count, right? So there is just one more thing left we need to do in from the aggregate function is the one more keyword, that is the top keyword. Okay, so if suppose say I want to extract out certain some 5 or 10 records from the top of the table. Okay, so in a table there are some records present, and I want only the top 5 records or top 10 records or top 15 records from that table. Okay, irrespective of any of the condition. There is no condition. I just want the top 5 or the top 10. Okay, so for that, the keyword would be top. Okay, with the select statement, you need to give the keyword as top. Then how many rows do you want to extract out? Suppose say we want to extract out some 10 rows. Okay, then from which table do you want to do? So, okay, if it is coming address over here. So we can do it for address. Oops, I need to select. Okay, I'm sorry. Top 10 records, okay, from the address table, but we need to give the name of the column also from which we want to take out the records. Okay, so I forgot to give the column name. So in the address table, suppose say for the state, I want to select out the top 10 things, the top 10 data. Okay, so that would be state. Okay, so these are the top 10 records. And since it is a normal column in a table, okay, that is it is not a primary key or something, so it can hold null values also. Okay, as we have discussed in the previous session, that only a primary key column cannot hold any of the null values. You cannot leave it blank, but over here for any other column we can leave the things blank. So over here we have one null value also. Okay, this means that it is not, the data is not entered over here. Okay, so if you want you can try for this one also. Samantha, you have the tool with you, right? So try to explore it. Try to give it in this way. Okay, done everyone? Okay. And yes, Samantha, were you able to do that? No, right? See, because this is the syntax of this particular um, like what you can say, this particular statement, that you need to give the name of the column only in the bracket. Okay, so the syntax needs to be followed. I told you that it is also a language, structured query language, as in there are some rules and regulations in Java, C, C++. Similarly, over here also there are certain rules and regulations that needs to be followed. Okay, but anyhow, like if you people have any anxiety of doing the things like what would happen if I give it in this way, so you have the tool with you, right? And I guess in the first class, in the demo class, I told you that the keenness to explore will help you out to learn more things. Okay, so over here you have the tool with you. It won't burst out. Okay, it will just throw an error message. So try doing all the crazy things that you have in your mind. Okay. Okay then. So these were the some of the aggregate functions that we have discussed. Okay. Now after this, we are actually left with some of the clauses. Okay, like we have done the order by clause, we have done the where clause, where condition, then with the where we have done certain keywords in between and so on, other things also. So we are left with some more things. Now to explain you the other clause, let me take an help of an example. Okay, suppose say like I have a table which is named as the product table. Okay, so I have a table named with the too slow. It won't be visible only. This look good. Okay, so I have the table which is named as product. Okay, now in this product table I should have a primary key. So for the primary key I'm giving the ID. Okay, product ID is there. Then after that I have the names of the products in those table, in the product table. Okay, and then these products, they have certain colors also. Okay, so there are certain colors also which are present in this product table, and there can be some more columns. Okay, now so since this ID is the primary key, it could not be null and there could be no repetitions. Okay, so this is what we understood from a primary key, that it could not be, the data values cannot be repeated, and also it could not be null. Okay, now if we talk about colors, suppose say the first product or the first ID, it is having a yellow color. Okay, then for the second it is blue, then for the third one it's green, then for the fourth one suppose it's red, then again it's blue, then red, yellow. Okay, so if I ask you that how many distinct colors are present in this product table for the colors column, so what you will do, you will write a command named as distinct. Okay, select distinct colors from the product table, and then we would be able to get that there are some yellow color, okay, then blue, green and red, right? There are certain 4 colors which are present over there. But now if I ask you that give me the count of the products which are having the yellow color, give me the count of the products that have blue color, and give me the count of for the green, and give me the count for the red, then how are you going to do it? If I have the table present over here, if I can see onto the table and there are certain limited number of products which are present, then I can go on and do the addition and can let you know. Okay, but it is not in the case with the database, Okay, because in the database, first thing we are not